Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel.
As you can see from the title, I am taking you guys on a trip to Tokyo, Japan and Seoul, South Korea.
So I'm gonna need y'all to get your passports ready because this is gonna be a fun ride.
So basically this video is going to be an overview of my trip to Tokyo, Japan.
AKA the birthplace of anime, AKA Weeb Heaven.
And Seoul, South Korea, the home and birthplace of the finest men alive.
BTS and Itaewon class.
And if you haven't already, you better start slamming that subscribe button, mate. So this video is going to be more informational, and I will be going over the cost of the trip and an estimate of how much you need to bring with you to have fun. Currency exchange, this is important. The subway system, and I ain't talking about
the sandwich. No, we're not talking about the $5 foot long. We're talking about how to get around town, okay?
the hotels and how we pick them, because I don't want y'all sleeping in no cockroach motel and you telling me, Camila, hey, I woke up making out to a cockroach. We don't want that to happen, okay?
This is why I'm gonna give you tips because I don't want you paying for a hotel room and then you and the cockroach sleep in the same bed. Like, he needs to start paying too. And I don't want your first kiss to be with a cockroach. So this is why I'm here.
And most importantly, the plane ride, which airlines to take and which not to take. American Airlines. So firstly, how we book the flight. And I'm going to be using We a lot because it's me and my sister who took this trip. So we booked the flight through Expedia.com. It was very helpful. There's so many options, and then also they have like a rating, so you could tell which hotel is good, which hotel is bad, etc. So when you book the packages on Expedia, they do show you a wide variety of airlines and which ones would be best to fit your budget. So me and my sister knew we wanted to go to Japan, but we also were kind of thinking about another place to go to because we're like, okay, we're in Asia, we might as well travel around. So we wanted to do Japan and Bali, but that turned out to be $6,000 per person, and we were like,
We ain't got that kind of money.
so my sister was like, let's just call them to see what kind of deals they had. So the first two calls were not that great, but the last call, she was an angel sent from heaven. Thank you so much, because she literally helped us to make the best trip of our lives. So when we called her, we told her about our situation, how we wanted to go to Japan, but we also wanted to go elsewhere. Then she gave us the idea, hey, why don't you go to South Korea, because it's much cheaper than Bali. So after we did the phone call, this is what she came up with. It was 4 days Tokyo, Japan, 3 days Seoul, South Korea, and then one day we had to go back to Japan in order for us to fly home. And we pre-picked these hotels before we got on the phone with the lady. Like, we went on Expedia and like looked them up, and I'll show you a video of how we did that. And here's what we came up with. Hibiya City Hotel with breakfast in Tokyo, Japan. So although I got these pictures from Google, I will be doing another video going in detail about the trip, but this is mainly like an overview. But this is exactly how it looks. The breakfast at this place was buffet style, but it was a traditional Japanese breakfast, so keep that in mind if you are a picky eater. The breakfast was amazing. It was like so tasty, so delicious, so filling, and it was free. It came with the hotel, so that was awesome. And please understand that you are in another country, so please do not expect an American breakfast.
Bacon and eggs in Japan. Like, bro, you are in a whole
Other country. Bacon and eggs are like a foreign thing, okay? So yeah, you're gonna eat this nice ass breakfast that they provided for you here in Japan and in Korea and all over the world. And for you British people who like to eat
beans. They ain't no damn beans, okay? You're finna eat rice.
and salmon and soup and other delicious things that they have for breakfast. So if you do book Hibiya City Hotel, this is what it looks like. It is half bank, half hotel. So there's Hibiya, the door for us. Okay, so our trip to Seoul, South Korea, we booked H Avenue Hotel, which is in Ide, which is close to the women's college. I feel like I like this area. It's very calm, it's very quiet. Also, the subway is like 5 minutes away from both places too. The one in Tokyo, the same thing. The subway was like 5 minutes away. The breakfast here was delicious too. So this came with a traditional Korean breakfast, and it was so awesome. Also, when you are booking a hotel, try to book a hotel that has a buffet breakfast, because these are the best. So on our way back from Seoul, South Korea, we stayed at this hotel by the airport. It was Narita Tobu Hotel, and there was a shuttle that came and picked you up and dropped you off from the hotel. Also, the shuttle took you all around. If you needed to go to the bus station, it dropped you off there. It had like specific areas that it dropped you off at.
This hotel was not bougie.
Let me tell you, but the only downfall about this hotel was that it did not come with free breakfast and everything was far as hell. This is a good hotel if you want to stay close to the airport, or if you're like on a business trip or something. This is like 15 minutes away from the airport, and it does have the shuttles, like I said. and it can take you to like the mall and stuff like that. But other than that, Tokyo Station is like 45 minutes away. I swear I done recorded this video like 17 times already. It's because there's so much buildup in my retainers that like every time I talk, I feel like I'm about to spit so much because I literally right now, like I have to suck all the freaking spit out of my damn retainers because it's just the more I talk, the more it retains, and then the more I drink water, the worse it is. So we will start this. So I'm going to teach you guys how to build a trip on Expedia.com. It is so simple. It is so easy. They basically do everything for you. All you got to do is choose your dates, how many people are going with you, where you're leaving from, where you're going to, and you just got to pay the bill. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is go on Expedia.com. Also, I just want to tell you, if you wanted to book a trip like me and my sister from Japan to Korea, you would have to do that on the phone with an Expedia agent. You can't really book those kinds of trips on the website. I don't know why. The website is mainly just booking to one place. But if you would like to do a trip like that, at the end of this video, I'll show you the number you can call to let them know that you want to do a trip from here to somewhere else with hotel and flight as well. All right, so the first thing you want to do is go on Expedia.com. The first page you will see is build a trip. So you just want to stay on this page because this is hotel and flight. So for the sake of this video, I am leaving from, you will put your city, your town, whatever. I'm leaving from Atlanta. And I'm going to, so there's two major airports in Tokyo. There's Haneda and there's Narita. Narita is a little bit more farther away from like the city. So if you wanted to be closer to like Shinjuku, Shibuya, stuff like that, you would need to be at Haneda Airport because that's going to save you time, that's going to save you money, and you're going to be like, thank you, Camila, for letting me know that Haneda is the closest one to everything, so that way when I hop on the subway, I'm not getting charged $26 or paying $35 for a bus to the airport. So what you're going to do is you're going to click Haneda because that's the closest one. Narita is good too, but Haneda is closer. Haneda will save you money. So you're going to click Haneda, then departing dates. So for the sake of this video, we're going to say April 5th through April 20th. Okay, and we only need one room, and there's two travelers, and we're traveling economy because, you know, we on a budget. We want to travel and live good, but we on a budget. And if you got that shmoney for business class and first class, hit me up because I want to be on, I've never been on business class or first class, so you can make my dreams come true. But other than that, you're going to click economy if you like me and you want to travel on a budget, and then you're going to click search. All right, so once it loads, you're going to see this page and it's going to show you like a yellow banner that says the caution sign, and it says Japan may have travel restrictions in place due to COVID-19. All right, so before you travel to Japan, remember COVID-19 is still ongoing, so you might not be able to travel this year to Japan. But for the sake of this video, what we're going to do is we are going to pretend it is year 2023 and we're finally able to travel. So it's April 5th that we're going to go on 2023, and Corona does not exist anymore, inshallah, and we're able to travel. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna scroll down, and then you see some options. So it says sort by featured, sort by price, sort by distance from downtown, guest rating, vacation rentals, etc., etc. Okay, and then on the left side there's cancellation, free cancellation, property class, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, property type. So if you want to stay in a hotel, if you want to stay in a hostel, if you want to stay in a private vacation home because you bougie, if you want to stay in an apartment, neighborhood is important because if you want to stay in like Shinjuku to be closer to everything there, if you want to stay in Shibuya, if you want to stay in Ginza, if you want to stay in Akihabara and you're a big weeb, you click that. If you want to stay in Roppongi, where I stayed, it was very quiet. It was a quiet neighborhood. That's where Hibiya city is close to. Very quiet, very nice. You could stay there. I want you to remember that whatever you choose, just keep in mind the traffic and everything that's pretty much going on there. Because if you're choosing, like how I clicked right now, Shinjuku, just keep in mind Shinjuku is a very lit city. It's high traffic city, so you're gonna be running through that city with your suitcase, and yeah, it's gonna be a little, trying to maneuver through people with your big suitcases and stuff like that is not easy. So I would just click for neighborhood, Tokyo, and vicinity. You could always hop on the train like what everybody else does. I stayed in Hibiya City, and all I did was hop on a train every day and go to Shinjuku, go to Shibuya, go to Yokohama, go to Yamato. Like, just hop on the subway, make it easier for yourself, because if you're staying in bigger cities, like I said, the traffic is high there, and you're going to be trying to maneuver in through people with your suitcases and stuff. It's just going to be exhausting and tiring. You're already tired. 12-hour flight, 14-hour flight. Yeah, don't do that to yourself. But like I said, it's all up to you. If you want to stay there, because I know it's really pretty, it's really nice over there, but just keep in mind that. All right, so popular locations. So if you want to go to Disney in Tokyo, you could pick a hotel closest to Disney. But like I said, it's not really necessary unless you want to stay on the Disney kind of hotel areas. But if not, like I said, the subway will take you there for like 5 yens. So I don't click that because I usually just stay wherever's cheap, All right, so now amenities. Okay, so this is going to be a big thing. Every hotel has high-speed internet. Every hotel has air conditioning. But if you want to be in a hotel just to relax and go swimming, click swimming pool. If you want to have free breakfast, which is what I do all the time, click free breakfast, because this will save you so much money. So the free breakfast option will literally save you so much money. The first time I went to Japan, I was staying at a friend's house. There was not really breakfast there because she was in a roommate situation. So we would go out to eat breakfast every day, and the price of breakfast racked up. I mean, there was a really nice Guretama breakfast cafe.
Hold on one second, there's a mosquito, bro.
Alright, sorry for that rude interruption. There was a big mosquito in my room, and I'm allergic to mosquitoes, so... Okay.
But yeah, there was a very nice Guretama breakfast cafe. The food was so yummy. I still think about it till this day. But let's get back on track. So we're going to click amenities, and then we're going to click free breakfast to save us some money. All right, so now that it has loaded, you're going to see a whole bunch of hotels with a whole bunch of different prices. So some are 1,700, some are 2,000. So if you got that kind of money, of course, you want to go pick that $2,000 one. There's some 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. But if you want to stay in a $3,000 hotel, you bougie as hell. Get off this video. You don't need any more. You can do this. You can do this, yo. You could find somebody to help you, a travel agent. Go pay them, not me, because I ain't get paid for this. So for the people who are like me,
we broke, pero we like to travel.
You're gonna click price, and it's gonna lead you to the cheapest price there is right now. All right. So if you are like very picky about your hotels and you only do 4 stars and up or 5 stars and up, you could click that. But I'm like, no, like knowing Japan, most of the hotels are very clean and they're going to be, up to its standard. And most of them are just very nice. The breakfast is very nice. You're not going to be sleeping, cockroach motels like the ones that are here in America, like Red Roof Inn. What kind of is that? Like last time I stayed there was mad roaches, and the continental breakfast was donuts. My guy, how am I supposed to survive off of donuts? But you get what you pay for. If you are staying in a motel and the beds look like this, and this, you need to get your money back and bounce, because this is gonna be the shittiest motel in the city. And you're gonna scream, a roach! Bro, no, that's just the maintenance guy, sis. And you're gonna be like, oh, can I get a rollover bed? Yo, that rollover bed is gonna come with poop stains, pee stains, all kinds of stains. So yeah, you best spend at least $20-$30 extra, get you a nice hotel, and take some tips from me, because I've stayed in the most cockroach, bedbug ridden, shady, ghost haunted hotels and motels they have. So aside from that, so you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna see which hotel catches your eye, basically. So there's like some nice ones, and these prices are pretty good. Also, these prices are prices per person with flight and hotel. So these aren't just hotel separately, this is flight and hotel. So anything under 1,500 is a steal. So for the sake of this video, to me the coolest one, let me see. I want to say Hotel Tom's just because it sounds like the shoes Tom's. So I'm going to click that. All right, so now that we are here, it looks fire. So let's see. And it's in Nishikamata, Tokyo. So I don't know where that is, but I assume it's probably a smaller city. It's probably smaller than Shibuya and Shinjuku. So let's look at the picture. So it looks nice from the outside. All right, so they're going to show you basically from inside out. There's 32 pictures. We're going to go through a little bit of them. Here's the help desk. They seem very nice and helpful, and they are very helpful. And also for people who don't speak Japanese, they do speak English. They have English translators, and I'm sure they have other language translators too. I'm not too quite sure which languages, but I know for a fact they have English. So if you do need help with that and you don't speak Japanese, they're very, very, very helpful. So here's a front desk, more pictures. This is what the beds look like, and this is exactly what the room is going to look like. So just keep that in mind. And that's a pretty decent sized room. It's pretty big. A lot of these places in Japan are going to be small, and the beds are probably going to be like lengthwise 6 foot. So if you are anything more than 6 foot, keep that in mind. Maybe you need a bigger bed and you would have to consult them about that. So just keep looking at the pictures. If it's something that catches your eyes, this is a place for you. All right, so next to the pictures, there's a map. So the map basically shows you, well, let me see if I could scroll down. Can't. But okay, so the map basically shows you the areas around your hotel. So here's where you're going to be staying, and these are all the areas around your hotel. All right. And then also it has points of interest. Yokohama Arena is 8 miles away. Tokyo Towers is 9.4 miles away. Tokyo Imperial Palace is 11 miles away. So Hibiya City is exactly right here, 11 miles from this area. So Hibiya City is where the Tokyo Imperial Palace is. So if that's somewhere you want to stay, I highly recommend it because it's very calm over there and it's not too much traffic going on there. So like getting to our hotel with our big suitcases and stuff like that was not that bad versus seeing people who are staying in places like Harajuku, them bringing their luggage and stuff like that to their hotels on the first day is a little stressful because there's just so many people there. So yeah, so areas closest major airports to the hotels. So as you can see, Narita is 40 miles away. So the cost of you taking a subway or a bus from Narita Airport to here will be expensive. That's why I'm telling you to try to do Haneda Airport, because Haneda Airport is only 4 miles away and it'll be so easy for you to go home easily and to get to your hotel easily if you do Haneda. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down. It's going to say choose your room. Okay, and then they have like a whole bunch of different options. So if you want to do semi-double room, non-smoking, 2 guests, you click that. If you want to do a bigger room with a city view, you click that. It's an extra $5, which is non-refundable. And if you wanted to do smoking, you could click that too. For the sake of this video, I would click 1 large twin bed because it's just going to be me and my sister, you know. So, but it does sleep 3 guests up to 1 child. So not bad. All right, so we're going to scroll down. It's going to tell you what they have. So laundry facilities, business center, Wi-Fi, awesome. It's located in Gamata. This hotel is 1.8 miles from Tokyo Bay and within 9 miles of Tokyo Institute of Technology. Pretty decent. All right. So they have laundry. They have a buffet breakfast. This is awesome. The buffet breakfast is the best thing ever, especially a Japanese breakfast. The mosquito! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Alright, so we are back. I hate mosquitoes. I am very allergic to them. I don't know if, because I killed one earlier, I don't know if this was the same one or a different one. So yeah.
This property is closed from September 1st, 2020 to January. So yeah, you can't even book a flight or a hotel in Japan from those dates. Understandable because it's not safe. But in the future, if you do, just keep in mind that the check-in times for the hotel is 4 p.m. and the check-in time ends at 1 a.m. So that's pretty decent. So if you do get there early and your check-in time is at like 4 p.m. and you got there at like, I don't know, 2 p.m., just go to a restaurant and eat close by, just chill there, or like see if they'll allow you in early. So now you have the options to pick your airplanes. And like I said, I cannot stand American Airlines. I think that is the most garbage airlines ever. And keep in mind, you're going to be on this flight for 17 to 18 hours with the same shitty flight attendants. I cannot stand American Airlines. I'm sorry to say I had a really, really, really bad experience with them when I went the first time around. So if you have to book American Airlines, I guess, because that's the only flights available. But if you can, try to stay far away from them. Like if you can do Air Japan, which is, I would highly, highly, highly recommend it because I took that once. It was awesome. It was clean. The flight attendants were nice. I mean, Asian airlines are usually really, really good. The flight attendants are awesome. They have class. But yeah, so I'm going to click Air Japan and it's $0 extra. So now it's going to ask us for the flight coming back home. So like I said, we're going to try to avoid American Airlines at all costs. So let's see what they have. And they also have options here. So we're going to do United. We're going to do Al Nippon, which is also really good. And we're going to do Japan Airlines, Air Canada, where my auntie works. Shout out to my auntie. She's been a flight attendant for so long, and she's an awesome one. All right, so Japan Airlines is just going to cost an extra $3. We could afford that, right? We're already spending money. We could afford an extra $3. So I guess we'll choose that. But as you can see, Air Canada is a little pricey. An extra $1,000. We cannot afford that. But we could do the extra $3. Or if you don't want to pay the extra $3, you could do American Airlines. That will be $0 extra. So we'll do this. And we're going to look at the details. So it's going to go from Tokyo to Dallas. I just want to keep you informed that it does go to Dallas often. This is correct. It will do this, or it will go to San Diego. But for some reason, most of the flights end up going to Dallas now. They are a little rough there. But I mean, it's kind of what we kind of have to deal with it, unfortunately. So we're going to select this, and I don't want to scare you out of this trip. Like if you have to book American Airlines, book it. I mean, it's just a plane ride there, but I mean, it's just, if you could avoid some stuff, you know, and then I know you can't really avoid the Dallas, Texas thing, but just keep in mind, and I just want you to be aware because I was not aware of that. So yeah, just keep in mind, I don't want to discourage you from traveling, and I'm not saying like Dallas is a bad place. I love Texas, right? I love that, but the airport is a little rough there. So keep that in mind. So you're going to select this. Alrighty, so let's see the total cost. So the total cost for 2 people is $2,563. That is a good price. Let me see. It will tell you how much it was per person somewhere. So it's going to show you your flight there. So you got to get up super early, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. The next day you will arrive in Japan, and then it's going to show you your coming back flight, which is going to be from Haneda to Atlanta, 10:55 a.m. Japanese time, and then the next day you arrive home at 1:48 p.m. All right, so we're going to look down, make sure that we have the hotel right. So we're getting the hotel from Tuesday, April 6th to Tuesday, April 20th. True. Non-smoking, free continental breakfast, non-refundable. That's fine. All right, so as for this add-on stuff, you don't really need this. You don't need a driver unless you bougie like that and you want a driver. Then you select that option. But if not, just take the subway like the rest of us. And then as for this stuff, you could book this here or you could book it in Japan. So since we already saw our prices and stuff, we're going to go to the final details. Alright, so once you get here, you just put in all your information and you're all done. You're pretty much ready to live your best life wherever you travel. You don't just have to use this for Japan, you could use this for anywhere. And just have the time of your life, the best vacation ever, and you are welcome. That is how you book a flight and a hotel via Expedia.com.
Alrighty, so how much you need to travel and currency exchange?
So the cost of our trip was 1,200, and that was flight and hotel only, and this was to both Japan and Korea, which is a steal. And I know 1,200 might be a lot for some people, and it is a lot of money if we're being for real. It is a lot of money, especially for people like me, who I literally am making $10 an hour at my jobs. Shitty wages, I know. But the way I did it was that I saved a lot. So I was working like crazy, to be honest. I was working like 2 jobs, and with every job, I literally saved $40 per paycheck. So it is very doable. You can do this. Just keep budgeting, just keep saving. Have like a goal amount of what you need to save because you need some money for spending and food and stuff like that. So keep in mind that. So when you first land in Japan or Korea or any other country, the first thing you want to do is do currency exchange straight at the airport. So make sure you see the currency exchange rate before you go. So this is the current exchange rate for 1 Japanese yen to a US dollar. So you want to get it as close as you can to this. And the airports usually have it very, very close to what these numbers are. And this is the one for Korea. Like I said, you want to have that cash on you, so the second you land at the airport, you could just exchange the money and then you'll have your wons and yens on hand with you already, so that way you're ready to go. Okay, so let's say you're in Japan or Korea and you done spent all your money on shopping and food, etc., and now you only have like $3. If you are in Japan and this happens to you, go to a 7-Eleven. Their ATMs accept international cards, so if you need like 50 bucks, 40 bucks, just go to a 7-Eleven, slip your debit card into the machine and get your exchange rate, get your money, and you are good to go. And it is a very safe and reliable ATM machine that will give you the rate that you're supposed to get. Now let's say the same thing happens to you in South Korea. What you're going to do is you're going to go look for a mini stop. And on the side of the mini stop, there's going to be an ATM that looks exactly like this. And this is the exact same process. And they do have English options and other languages like French and Spanish. So if you need those options to help you with the ATM machine, they are there for you. And it's very simple, very easy, and you're ready to go with your cash.
So how much money you should keep on you?
So it all depends on how long you are staying there. So if you are staying there for a week, I would suggest $400 to $600 max. And if you are staying there longer, I would increase the amount so that way you have enough for food and you have enough for leisure, you have enough for shopping, you have enough just in case you need it. And out of that 400 to 600, at least 1 to 200 will go to the subways because you're going to need money for the subway. The subway is the most easiest and convenient way to get around South Korea and Japan, so I would highly suggest you get a subway pass. It is so easy to do. Also, I just want you to keep in mind that the Japanese subway is a little bit more pricier than the Korean one. But to get around, there's so many signs, as you can see in this video. This was the Seoul subway that I took. It was so many signs that help you get to where you need to go, and literally there's people waiting at the stations that will help you get to where you need to go. So this is what the Korean subway pass machine looks like, and this is what the Japanese ones look like. Here's what your Korean subway card will look like, and here's what your Japanese subway card will look like.
If I could find mine, I would totally show you mine, but I can't find mine right now.
And the cards are very easy to use. You just swipe and go. And there are so many YouTube videos on how to use the Korean and Japanese subway systems. So please check those out before you go. I don't have any videos because I don't live there and I didn't make any videos. But there's so many helpful videos if you just type into the search how to use the Korean subway system or how to use the Japanese subway system. You'll find many videos on how to do that. Also, you want to keep your subway pass in a place where you can easily just take it out and use it. It was easy for me to put it on a lanyard like this, but I did see a lot of people use phone cases like this that have the wallet embedded in them, so that way they could just easily hop off the subway, beep your card through the machine or whatever, and just go about your day. Finally, a very important piece of information. Always keep your passport and your money with you at all times when you travel. So make sure you carry a backpack or a purse and just keep all that with you at all times. And there you have it. That's how you travel to Japan and Korea via Expedia.com. That's how you do currency exchange and use the subway. If you have any more questions, please comment below. Also, I will be creating more videos on more details on apps that we use to travel, such as Google Maps and stuff like that, more details about hotels and like other things that will help you during your stay. And will also be making like a vlog type video showing the things that we did in Japan and Korea and the places that we did eat, because I am a halal eater and I only eat things that are halal, so I'm mainly vegetarian, pescatarian, and halal. So I'll be showing a lot of videos of halal food in Japan and Korea and places to go. I just want to state that all the videos in this video were all mine and some of the pictures were mine, but the rest of the pictures and the GIFs are not mine, so all credits due to the owner of those images and GIFs.
As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.